priceless.
Oh. All right, Chris, let me go. Let me go. All right, okay. No. Tell them to let me go now. All right. Stop, okay?
You want us to escort her out or call the police?
No, you don't have to call the police. You don't have to call the police. You can put her down.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Put her down. Oh, wow, man, I bet you are proud of yourself. Mercedes, just so we're clear, I told Jax the truth, okay? And this is how you pay me back.
Oh, it's so shocking that you got involved in something that was none of your business.
My daughter is my business, okay? And if you would have married Jax, you would have been her stepmother. Not that stopped you from trying to have sex with my son. Look,
You are a pathetic excuse for a mother.
you were Michael's family. You had a position of trust in his life, and you took advantage of that. Just like you took advantage of his pain after he loses the girlfriend that he loves. And you pay me back by having sex with my son.
Michael is not a child, and if you still see him that way, you should go see a shrink for your over-attachment issues.
Oh, my God, well, you sure did it. You found the perfect way to hurt me and to devastate me. Let me tell you something. You crossed a line that you can't cross back.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Yeah, you should be, because how the hell do you think Sonny's going to react when he finds out that you slept with his son?
Brenda was at the ball to honor Robin. Carly should have let her stay.
So you're siding with Brenda?
No, let's not jump to conclusions.
I'm just saying. Sonny, you were in love with Brenda for a very long time. Maybe you still
Did
are.
I not tell you that I turned Brenda down? I said that, right?
Okay. Sonny, look. You need to be honest, right? On behalf of Kate or Connie or whoever the hell comes back to you. Does my cousin have anything to be worried about?
I realized my father was even more disturbed than before.
And that's saying something.
So I went to Helena for answers. Why is my father doing this?
Oh, darling, please. No, there's
Will you just answer the question? I put in my time. I deserve to know.
Please. Your father was barely cognizant during the first years. I tried everything that I could do to stimulate his recovery, but I even told him about his grandson, Spencer. But when that didn't work, I even tried to convince him that there was another newborn heir.
That's why you faked the DNA test. To make me believe Aiden was my son. For my father.
Well, and it was all in vain. Anyway, several consultations were still needed to treat Stavros. There was a brilliant German doctor. She took us to Switzerland to her clinic.
Get on with the story.
Well, while flying back to Greece, our plane had to make a weather-related landing in Istanbul. No, I was trying to be discreet, but suddenly, Nicholas, I saw your father light up, saying his first words since the accident. My Laura.
What do you mean light up my Laura? Did he see her in Turkey?
No. She wasn't there. Apparently, Luke had found himself locked in a Turkish prison. Well, he was free, and he was being escorted home by Dante Falconieri and your sister.
Okay, so he saw Lulu.
Yes, but he believed that Lulu was Laura, just as he remembered her from their time together here.
And he wanted her back.
Well, I have tried to disabuse him of this fantasy. But Stavros is convinced that Lulu, your sister, is the woman that he fell in love with many years ago.
What the hell have you done with my daughter?
Lulu is everything that you once were. Pure and innocent. So much so that when I first saw her, I mistook her for you.
If you so much as harmed a hair on her
I
head.
think you have the wrong idea. I want her preserved exactly as she is.
We're taking her home.
Where the hell is she? Oh, calm down, Luke.
Not until we see our daughter.
I think you two have the wrong idea. I'm merely courting Lulu. I have been ever since I gave her this.
I knew what Stavros had put my mother through. I wasn't about to let him do the same thing to Lulu. Once he regained his facilities, I tried to reason with him. The woman that you are in love with, who's in that photo, it's not Laura. She's not my mother.
Don't be ridiculous. I would know Laura anywhere. She's as gorgeous now as the first day I brought her here.
Father, would you please look? See this? That's Laura. Next to her is my sister Lulu, Laura's daughter with Luke.
That doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does, because it's the truth. That young woman is not who you think she is.
I was going to send this to her. Win her back. Remind her of the time we had together.
You realize you have to let this go, don't you?
Yes. I understand. I understand it all.
That's when I realized just how much danger Lulu was in.
The Ice Princess?
So you were the one that sent that chunk of crap to her?
I saw it, and it made me think of her. Decorative only, of course. My second gift was far more useful.
Wake up, can you hear me? Lulu, honey, wake up. Open your eyes, okay? Can you hear me?
I tried to call Lulu, but couldn't get through, so I called Lucky.
Did you talk to him?
No, he didn't pick up. I left him a message. Lucky, it's Nicholas. I don't have a lot of time. Lulu's in trouble. My father's alive. He's going after our sister.
And just when I thought I could trust you. Take the phone. As for you, my dear Nicholas, we'll have much to discuss later. Prepare the jet. Tell the captain we're headed to Ireland.
Grandmother, you don't have to. I eventually escaped and made my way here. Well, it's too late.
So I carried Lulu to the Haunted Star. We were about to set sail
When I found out that our son was in Port Charles, prepared to expose me. Couldn't have that.
You had Nicholas shot?
He has no concept of the word loyalty, unlike his would-be assassin who would rather die than expose my name.
So you popped your own kid. And then what happened?
Lulu and I set sail for the open seas.
You're lying. When we got on board that ship, there was no sign of you or Lulu. There was just Helena and...
Bastard. His son. This from a man who was supposed to love you.
Why involve Ethan?
My mother found out that Nicholas was trying to warn Lucky. So she went to Ireland to retrieve him and found Ethan instead. She thought the bastard would be a good diversion while I brought Lulu here and sent the planes to escort you.
But not all of us. Where's Dante?
I presume that my mother fed him to the sharks.
Hey, you're not Spartacus.